The movie opens up in Hollow Earth, which is the core of the planet. Besides Kong, it is a dungeon of several other titans. Hence, the heroic Kong hurried to a ditch and tossed a stone to open the trench as the terrible giants tried to destroy him. Many titans fell into Kong's trap, and one was torn apart and murdered by him. He frightened the other titans by showing the brutality with their make, compelling them to flee. After that, Kong was alone in Hollow Earth, chasing voices and injured by his toothache. Anyway, on the opposite side, we meet Dr. Eileen on Earth, who checks Titan threats using their signals. Godzilla, a monster, saves humans from these titans all these years. Previously, he used to live in the deep water, but then he finds Italy a better place to doze off after fighting a monster. Godzilla emerged from the water to kill a menacing titan in Rome. This titan was a danger to humanity, but was soon defeated by Godzilla. Godzilla killed him with his atomic breath and with extraordinary throbs. We learned in Dr. Bad Eileen's office that Hollow Earth was sending unusual signals, which upset her. Gia, her adopted daughter, hallucinated in class when we watched her. Her odd thoughts led her to sketch a lot on the table. Her teacher is afraid of her bizarre acts, not knowing what happened to her. Gia tells Dr. Eileen at school that she doesn't know why she's getting unusual hallucinations. When Gia closes my eyes, odd things start appearing. Gia was the last Iwi who could communicate with Kong. Nighttime hallucinations make Gia scared of everything, so she informs Dr. Eileen that she thinks Kong is in peril on Hollow Earth and should meet him. Dr. Eileen replies, "Okay, we'll fix it, go to bed." She saw Gia's hallucinatory sketches and related them with the latest findings of Hollow Earth's spikes. When she finds the correlation, she remembers that the signals she received from Hollow Earth in the afternoon look similar to Gia's drawings, so she consults an expert. He may have told her Titans, or Kong sent these messages. Upon closer inspection, this individual claims that these signals are sent by people, not Titans or Kongs. Human communications from Hollow Earth were odd. Dr. Eileen receives news that Godzilla has awoken after years of sleep after that terrible fight. Seeing that, she realizes the Earth is in peril, previously predicted by Godzilla. Kong from the Hollow Earth has also arrived on Earth. Dr. Eileen and Gia watched him popping out of the portal and lying in pain. Kong expresses concern over his toothache. To relieve Kong's teeth agony, Dr. Eileen invites one of her team members to hang from a plane, attach a rope to his teeth, and go into the plane to pull them. Kong got false teeth after a while. The signal specialist assures Dr. Eileen that all signals are human sent when she returns to the office. They're warning us about Hollow Earth dangers. To confront this, Dr. Eileen goes to the Earth's core, makes her team, in which she, her daughter, the signal reader, and two others were going to the Earth's core. They later entered the Hollow Earth with Kong. Their condition worsens during this risky voyage. Finally, they reached Hollow Earth's beautiful site. Kong went to his cave while they proceeded to their base. Godzilla's movement was tracked at Dr. Eileen's base on Earth to locate danger. Godzilla was getting ready for an upcoming battle. He boosted his atomic breath at Monarch Base. Maybe he is trying to challenge a mighty water titan. Dr. Eileen's subordinates from the main base bombard him with atomic bombs. This boosted his atomic breath power. Dr. Eileen also observed that Titans had demolished her Monarch base on the Hollow Earth. Kong senses Titan energy in the Hollow Earth, for whom he would fight with his axe. Following the energy moved him ahead. He discovers Hollow Earth while crossing a ditch. He notices a reflection. As the mirror approaches, he finds a little gorilla. When Kong shakes his hand for friendliness, the gorilla bites his hand. He flees in fear and brings many Kong-like gorillas. They compel Kong for a fight. Kong saw gigantic gorillas like him for the first time. They escape in one strike because nothing can stand the mighty Kong. Kong uses Suko, the little gorilla, like a bat to knock out all the gorillas. Suko threatened to escort him to his tribe because Kong wanted to meet his look-alike. Suko obeys Kong and moves ahead. Dr. Eileen's Hollow Earth colleagues are searching for the signal source on my own, as their helping base has been destroyed by an anonymous entity. They find a huge deep hole in the middle of the Hollow Earth, which is even more tense than the Hollow Earth. A team member warns them this place is perilous. Many Titans reside here. For safety, they must walk behind him. Before he can finish his conversation, a tree-like Titan consumes him from behind. Hence, they are scared and confused, but they still want to keep the search on. Gia sees a god's mark as they continue. A butterfly settles on a stone suddenly. Gia touches this stone. A little tunnel fills with water. They follow the water to an invisible shield. When Dr. Eileen opens this shield, they witness a new world. Kong is with Zuko, who doesn't want to take him to his clan. He tricks Kong into stopping near a creek where he knows a giant water titan is. The titan emerges from the ocean and assaults Kong. Kong placed his axe in his mouth to avoid drowning. Zuko flees after seeing this. Suddenly, the titan's head fell near him while sprinting. After seeing Kong's bravery and power, Zuko believes that Kong is not an ordinary gorilla. Both progress to the tribe, but first fill their appetite with the monstrous titan. They also became friends because Kong was no longer a threat to Zuko. The scene changes to Earth's surface. Godzilla reaches the territory of a water titan to fight and empower his radioactive strength. He arrives to fight him back and show the wrath. In a rage, the pink giant emerges with a flower-like face and prepares to strike Godzilla. Godzilla overpowers him first. Godzilla destroys this behemoth with atomic breath and infuses it into the place to absorb all energy. Dr. Eileen finds a new place in the Hollow Earth, and strange humans are assaulted when they enter. These were Iwi tribal members who could converse with Gia. These people signaled Dr. Eileen and haunted Gia's sleep with the same shock waves. Before they can kill these humans, a girl identifies Gia as from the same tribe. Gia meets their tribe chief to confirm her identity, and the chief gets to know about her soon. She reads Gia's mind by holding her hands and discovers she is a member of their tribe who got lost. This allows Dr. Eileen's companions to join their tribe. Dr. Eileen asks these folks about the threat they signaled to Earth. Many gorillas like Kong live in the Hollow Earth, and they inform us further. In addition to the Hollow Earth, another perilous monkey desires to control the Earth's surface. Godzilla overcame and imprisoned him in the Hollow Earth years ago. He was named the Scar King by then because he had been ruling and troubling the Hollow Earth with his mysterious weapon. Now he threatens Earth again because he wants to rule the surface of Earth again. Now, Kong brings Zuko to his clan. All gorillas worked there. He witnesses an old gorilla being beaten for being unable to work. Kong becomes upset, fights against injustice, and threatens the subordinates of Scar King. Kong showed them his power by throwing him with his one fist. After seeing this, the Scar King visits Kong. In the meantime, the Iwi tribe told Dr. Eileen about this Scar King. The Scar King sees Kong's metal fangs and laughs. Kong feels angry when Zuko pretends to laugh, while the terror of Scar King makes him even laugh at his friend. The Scar King burns his father in the fire because Zuko brings the stranger in. This makes Zuko even more rebellious and disgusted by the Scar King. Kong is furious at the king for killing a gorilla without reason. Angered, the king assaults Kong with his bizarre bone belt, a mysterious crystal on its front. He avoided the belt's full onslaught. His hand gets hurt by the crystal end. Before he could attack the king again, the king successfully ties Kong's neck with his belt, but Kong utilizes his strength to fling him down before he dies. The dying Scar King instructs his people to turn off the lava and play his trump card. Later, an Ice Titan arrived. In front of the king's belt was an Ice Titan crystal. With this crystal, the Scar King commands this Ice Titan to do whatever. So he orders his pet Ice Titan to assault Kong. Kong stops Ice Titan's freezing breath attacks with his axe. But the attack is so strong that Kong's whole hand freezes with his axe. Zuko has shown Kong an escape route to save him. He flees quickly after utilizing the idea because the power of Ice Titan is beyond expectation. The Scar King's subordinates chase to kill him. Kong visits his special place while running. He sets traps in which many gorillas fall, but some of them understand his trick. They cleverly cross the trap and move ahead. However, Zuko reaches and throws the stones that fall on all the gorillas. Zuko has now decided to fight Scar King back and help Kong in any way. All this fighting weakens Kong. Zuko advances and supports him with his cute little shoulders. Godzilla absorbs the pink Titan's energies after slaying him. Dr. Eileen watches her daughter Gia happy with her tribe on Hollow Earth. The tribes opened up the portal to let Kong in. This gadget opens its shield, which is some sort of door when it starts. This is where Kong and Zuko join their tribe. A hiding subordinate of Scar King has seen this secret door. They learn about Kong's fight and see his injuries. Later, his wounds made him faint. The subordinate who saw the door notifies his Scar King. He says there must be an Earth portal in front of it. Once on Earth, you can fulfill your purpose of ruling both worlds. Knowing this makes the Scar King happy. He sits on his Ice Titan and advances to fulfill his dream. Godzilla also reveals his nefarious intentions, which he had prepared beforehand by fighting the Titans and absorbing their energies. After imprisoning him and his Ice Titan in Hollow Earth, Godzilla predicts the Scar King's rebellious escape. Godzilla knows he'll fight them, so he prepares himself for the final fight. Dr. Eileen's team checks Kong's hand in Hollow Earth, and her team member decides to help with the machine. Kong receives a metal hand from the expert team member to treat the wounds. Once this metal hand is mended, Kong gets energy boosters. After that, he forgets his suffering. Zuko informs Kong that the Scar King would follow this tribe with his Ice Titan. After being defeated by this ice monster, Kong realizes he can't battle it alone. So he moves to get Godzilla's help because he knows that he has been preparing for it already. Godzilla also notices his earthward movement as Kong screams to allure him. Kong tries to make him understand the situation regarding the Scar King's attack, but Godzilla starts fighting him back. Kong did not fight him, he wanted to warn him. However, Godzilla attacks him with his pink powers, leaving Kong no choice but to confront him. Gia unites her spirit with Mothra in the Iwi tribe. Mothra is the goddess of Titans who could be awakened by only Gia's powers. Therefore, the Iwi tribe was calling her to finally get their goddess back. Hence, Mothra helps Godzilla and Kong. The Iwi chief tries to shield her tribe with an invisible shield from the Scar King. As Mothra and Gia reach, they help Godzilla and Kong. She sees them fighting. She pauses their battle and warns them of the danger. Iwi tribal members put a mystical red substance in the water, which caused certain shields to cover the place. After they arrived, all Earth gateways were set to close. The Scar King arrives with his Ice Titan and freezes all the stones before they can succeed. He kept the Earth gate open so that he could move there after killing the Iwi tribe and beating Kong. Before the Gorilla King could infiltrate Earth, Gia and Mothra arrived with the help. Then Godzilla and Kong ran as they got to know the harm on the Earth's surface. Kong fights the Scar King, and Godzilla fights the Ice Titan. Kong's new metal hand made him powerful enough to defeat this king. It was hard for Godzilla to tackle this Ice Titan. Godzilla is frozen by Ice Titan. Mothra arrives on time and breaks Godzilla's ice. Godzilla fights the Ice Titan again. Mothra fights the king's people. During the battle, their gravity stops, and they fall on the Earth's portal and surface. The Scar King finds the chance to bring the Ice Age storm back, so he commands his pet to throw the blaze of ice on the sun. The sun turns shady and darkens the world. Before the entire globe freezes, Godzilla and Kong interrupt and fight him back. The entire city has been perished by their devastating moves. Zuko easily breaks the mysterious stone with his metal hand after the Scar King gets his weapon slipped. Later, Kong attacks him, breaking his teeth and causing him to collapse. Kong can avenge his sarcastic laugh now. Godzilla fights the Ice Titan until the curse has been lifted. As soon as the stone gets broken, the pet is free now. Therefore, a tremendous energy burst was explored. The Ice Titan escapes the king. Kong and Godzilla threw the Scar King like a ball. This ice monster also avenges the king for imprisoning him. He ices this rude Scar King. They've triumphed, but Kong notices the Scar King's unfrozen eye. It means he is still breathing. He kills him later with a strong floor hit. Later, Godzilla uses his atom strength to melt all the clouds and sun's ice. Earth's ice melts later. The scene cuts to Hollow Earth. The danger is over when Dr. Dart Eileen and the tribe are obliged to say goodbye. It's time for Dr. Tin Eileen and her team to return to Earth. Because she knows Gia is content with her people, she doesn't want to bring her to Earth. Gia says, "I'm unhappy and always want to be with you. I'll live where you are." Hearing this makes Dr. Eileen pleased. These folks head for the ground. Iwi tribal deity Mothra sealed all Earth cores and portals. Godzilla rests in Jerusalem after the fight in the last scene. Kong has returned to the Hollow Earth, where all gorillas have made him king. He has become the new Empire King of the Hollow Earth. If you like this movie, then don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.